Cyclone Yaas makes landfall over Odisha, West Bengal coast's very severe cyclonic storm. Yaas has started making landfall over Odisha West Bengal coasts at 9 a.m., Wednesday. We are not seeing rapid intensification of this cyclone because its interaction with land has already started. The outer cloud bands of Yaas are over land. The system is close to Paradip also. Comparatively, Yaas had less time over sea, which has prevented intensification to an extremely severe or super cyclone. Sunita Devi, in charge, cyclones at IMD, had said on Tuesday. The major impact of the cyclonic system is expected across the northeastern coastal districts of India. Odisha is anticipated to bear the maximum brunt of wind and rainfall, with some impact on West Bengal, primarily driven by surge and rainfall-induced floods, particularly in the coastal districts. Additionally, very rough to high seas, squally weather, and gale winds around the system center will affect shipping vessels and fishing operations, RMSI, a global disaster risk management company said in its bulletin on Yaas. Widespread impact is likely to be felt over North Odisha and West Bengal. There is likely to be total destruction of thatched houses, extensive damage to kucha houses, some damage to pakka houses, potential threat from flying objects, bending or uprooting of power and communication poles, flooding of escape routes, disruption of railways, overhead power lines and signaling systems, widespread damage to standing crops, plantations, orchards, blowing down of mango trees. Small boats may get detached from moorings and visibility may be severely affected, IMD has warned. There is a red warning for both Odisha and West Bengal coasts, which implies that authorities should be prepared to minimize damage and disaster from the cyclone. After the landfall, the system is very likely to move northwestwards across interior districts of Odisha and weaken gradually. It is likely to maintain the intensity of a cyclonic storm till the early morning of May 27 or late on May 26, and thereafter, it will weaken gradually into a depression over Jharkhand. Tidal waves of height 2 to 4 meters above astronomical tide are likely to inundate low-lying areas of Medinipur, Balasore, Bhadrak, and about 2 meters above astronomical tide are likely to inundate low-lying areas of South 24 Parganas, Kendrapara, and Jagatsinghpur districts around the time of landfall. Sea condition is high to very high, wave height of 9 to 14 meters / wind speed of 38 to 63 knots, over west central and adjoining east central Bay of Bengal. It is very likely to become very high to phenomenal, up to 14 meters high waves and wind speeds up to 64 knots, over northern parts of central Bay of Bengal, North Bay of Bengal and along and off North Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal, Bangladesh coasts during Tuesday evening and Wednesday. Fishermen are advised not to venture into Central Bay of Bengal till May 26 forenoon and into North Bay of Bengal and along and off North Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal, Bangladesh coasts during May 25 to 26. Gale wind speed reaching 80 to 90 kmph gusting to 100 kmph would prevail over Puri, Cuttack, Khurda, Jajpur districts of Odisha and Jhargram, West Medinipur, North 24 Pargana districts of West Bengal during the same period. Squally wind speed reaching 60 to 80 kmph gusting to 90 kmph would prevail over Ganjam, Dhenkanal, and Keonjhar districts of Odisha and Bankura, Purulia, Howrah, Hooghly, Nadia and Burdwan districts of West Bengal on Wednesday morning. Squally wind speed reaching 50 to 60 kmph gusting to 70 kmph will also prevail over Ongul, Deoghar, Sundargarh districts of Odisha, Birbhum and Murshidabad districts of West Bengal and Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram and Vishakhapatnam districts of Andhra Pradesh during the same period. Squally wind speed reaching 40 to 50 kmph gusting 60 kmph is very likely to prevail over South Jharkhand from Wednesday forenoon and increase gradually, becoming 90 to 120 kmph gusting to 130 kmph over southeast Jharkhand and 70 to 80 kmph gusting to 90 kmph over southwest Jharkhand during Wednesday evening. Over 1 million evacuated, States brace for Yaas landfall today over north coastal Andhra Pradesh. Light to moderate rainfall is likely at many places with heavy to very heavy falls at isolated places on Tuesday. Over Odisha, light to moderate rainfall at many places with heavy to very heavy rainfall with extremely heavy falls, over 20 centimeters, is likely at isolated places over Jagatsinghpur, Cuttack, Kendrapara, Jajpur, Bhadrak, Balasore, Mayurbhanj, Dhenkanal, Kianyahargarh. Heavy rain is likely over Puri, Khurda, Angul, Deoghar, Sundargarh on May 26 and heavy to very heavy with extremely heavy falls, over 20 centimeters, is likely at isolated places in north interior Odisha on May 27. Light to moderate rainfall is likely at most places over West Bengal with extremely heavy rainfall at isolated places over Medinipur and heavy to very heavy rainfall at isolated places over Jharsuguda, Purulia, Bankura, Bardhaman, Howrah, Hooghly, Kolkata, 24 Parganas, Birbhum and heavy falls at isolated places over Nadia, Murshidabad, Darjeeling districts. On Wednesday, heavy rain at isolated places over Malda, Darjeeling, Dinajpur, Kalimpong, Jalpaiguri, Bankura, Purulia, Bardhaman, Birbhum, and Murshidabad on Thursday. Heavy to very heavy rainfall and extremely heavy rain is likely over Jharkhand and Bihar on May 26, 27 and 28. Gale wind speed reaching 100 to 110 km/h gusting to 120 km/h is prevailing over major parts of Central Bay of Bengal and would increase gradually becoming 125 to 135 gusting to 140 km/h from Tuesday evening. Squally wind speed reaching 50 to 60 km/h gusting 70 km/h is prevailing over North Bay of Bengal and along and off North Andhra Pradesh Odisha West Bengal Bangladesh coasts. It would further increase becoming gale wind speed 155 to 165 km/h gusting to 185 km/h over Northwest Bay of Bengal and along and off North Odisha and adjoining West Bengal coasts including Jagatsinghpur, Kendrapara, Bhadrak, from Wednesday early morning and will extend to Balasore districts of Odisha from Wednesday forenoon, 100 to 120 km/h gusting to 145 km/h over Mayurbhanj district of Odisha, East Medinipur and South 24 Parganas districts of West Bengal from Wednesday morning. Meanwhile, monsoon has further advanced into some parts of Maldives Comorin area, some more parts of southwest and southeast Bay of Bengal on Tuesday. Development of Cyclone Yaas just before monsoon could support monsoon onset over Kerala. Monsoonal flow or winds are strengthened over the Arabian Sea. Monsoon is likely to make onset over Kerala around May 31, 1 to 2 days here or there. Sunita Dev